My wife's girls' trip was actually a divorce test. She failed. Reddit, I need to get this off my chest. This happened 6 months ago, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around how I lived with a complete stranger for years. I was married to my wife for 7 years, together for 10. No kids, both worked full time corporate jobs. From the outside, we looked like your typical successful couple. Traveled often, nice cars, a home in the suburbs. But if I'm being honest, things started feeling off around year 5 of the marriage. It wasn't dramatic at first. She started going out more often, saying she was decompressing with coworkers after work. Nothing wild, at least not at first. Then she got into fitness, specifically CrossFit. I was supportive, bought her some gear, even joined a class or two with her. But I quickly became the boring husband who couldn't keep up. She started spending more time, more and more at the gym, before work, after work, sometimes on weekends. Always with the girls, she said. I didn't push back because I trusted her. We had a decade of history, but the little signs started stacking up. She started wearing makeup to the gym. She changed the password to her phone. When I asked why, she said she read something online about boundaries, and she suddenly had no interest in intimacy with me. None. But she posts thirst traps on Instagram with captions like, strong is the new sexy, and heart emojis from guys I didn't know. Still, I didn't want to be that guy, the insecure, jealous husband, so I stayed quiet, observant. I started documenting things in a locked folder on my phone, not just for my sanity, but in case it came to that. Then the bomb dropped. She came home one day glowing, talking about how her friend Amanda had invited her on a girls' trip to Miami. 5 days, 4 nights, no boys allowed. Just wine, waves, and girl talk. Now here's the kicker. Amanda just had a baby 2 months earlier. I knew for a fact Amanda wasn't going anywhere. So I said, oh, Amanda cleared that with her husband? She blinked just for a second and said, yeah, she needs a break and her husband's supportive. My gut told me everything I needed to know. She wasn't going with Amanda. This wasn't a girls' trip. So instead of confronting her, I leaned into it. Sure, babe, you deserve a break. I helped her pack. I even bought her a new carry on bag. The weekend, I kissed her goodbye at the airport with a smile on my face and drove straight to the lawyer's office. You see, I've been building a quiet case for divorce. I had no proof of cheating yet, just a trail of weird behavior. But something told me this trip would be the final nail. What she didn't know was that our old iPad was still synced to her iCloud. I charged it up that night. At first, nothing. No messages, no calls. But then the photos started auto downloading. Day one, a mirror selfie in Miami hotel bathroom, red bikini, champagne bottle on the counter, but there were two glasses poured, no friends in sight. Day two, a man's hand, tanned, muscular, with a distinctive snake tattoo on the wrist wrapped around her waist. While she stood poolside, she wasn't even trying to hide it. Day three, a yacht, a group of people partying. The guy with the tattoo is now front and center, holding her thighs as she straddles him for a pic. His face is buried in her neck. Her caption, new energy, new me. That's when I felt my chest tighten. Not from the heartbreak, but from the relief. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't insecure. I was being played. The next day, I went back to the lawyer and filed papers. But I wasn't done. I wanted her to know I knew. I didn't want to scream. I didn't want revenge. I wanted dignity. I wanted her to be caught off guard. So I printed out the yacht photo and taped it to the fridge. Below it wrote one sentence: I hope the waves were worth it. And as you were getting your cheeks clapped, I hope the waves he saw was worth it. I could. I cooked dinner, cleaned the house, and waited. She came home 2 days later than scheduled. Flight issue, she claimed. Tan lines all over her body. She walked in like nothing happened, kissed me on the cheek, and asked, Did you miss me? I said, Yeah, I missed my wife. Let me know if you see her. She blinked. I pointed at the fridge. She froze. And then she laughed. Dead serious? She laughed. Wow, so you were spying on me. No apology, no guilt, just immediate deflection. She said I had violated her privacy, that if I had trusted her, none of this would have happened. So I said, if I have trusted you, I'd be living a lie. I handed her the divorce papers. She didn't cry, she didn't beg. She just said, fine. And that's when I realized something that still chills me to this day. She had already let go of me long before that trip. I was just a placeholder, a man shaped accessory, someone to split the bills with until she could upgrade. It's been 6 months since the divorce finalized. I kept the house. She moved in with the gym guy a week after I left. They lasted a month. Apparently, he didn't like when she went on solo retreats either. Karma's got a weird sense of humor. Reddit, I'm healing, but I'm not bitter. I dodged a bullet. And sometimes the only way to confirm a person's true self is to give them the rope and let them hang their mask with it. Trust isn't something you owe anyone blindly. It's something that should be earned every single day. And now I trust myself more than I ever did. Most importantly, when your gut tells you something, you should listen to it. It's most likely right. And most importantly, do you know where your kids are?